So I'd like to welcome, man who needs no introduction, President Collins.
What's up? What's up? So you're probably wondering about these. So these are custom-made shoes, the only pair on the planet that are made in the same design wrap as the cab car. And so on Wednesday night, we had a big pep rally out on the stadium, on the Larry Stout Stadium in the middle of the field, and I promised the students I wouldn't take them off until the end of homecoming weekend. And I walked off, and Brenda said, "Why did you say that?" Because I'm not really used to wearing tennis shoes when I'm in a suit. I didn't think about that. And they were very uncomfortable. I learned a lot on Wednesday about fashion hurts. So I went to Walgreens and I met Dr. Scholl. So he's been my friend all week long. So that's the story of my shoes. I got them as a surprise to me from, a very good friend of the university. And I wore them for opening day, basically as the school year started. And I was out with the women's lacrosse team showing off my opening day shoes. And they're like, "Oh, no. Those are game day shoes." So I'm going to be wearing these a lot. So that's the story for tonight. Now, Sean's mad at me because I'm standing over there and he wants to hear this. So here I am, Sean. I can do what I'm told. Thank you very much. So look, we are really happy to have everybody welcome home, welcome back to your Catholic University. We are here tonight for a number of reasons, not the least of which are to celebrate all of our alum. If you are an alum of Walsh University, could you stand up and be recognized? Everybody. All of our alum are special, but in a very unique way, we have celebrating their 50th anniversary of their commencement, the class of 1972. If you are an alum of the class of 1972, could you guys stand up and be recognized? And as Eric mentioned, in a very special way, we're here to talk about, to honor, to celebrate 6 very special alum tonight. So if I could have Aaron and Ben and Ashley and Marlene and Steve, if I could have you 6 stand, everyone who we're here to honor tonight. And Teresa. I was here thinking, I think I only did 5. Thank you so much. So I can't speak to how you all's experience started at the very beginning of your time at Walsh University, but here today, the way it starts is our Vice President for Enrollment, Rebecca Caniglio. Rebecca, are you here? Rebecca, stand up so we can all see you. How about a round of applause for Rebecca? For Rebecca, it's all about the way this starts. Her whole focus, her whole team, everything she does, it's all about the way this starts. So she starts them off by bringing the incoming class, those freshmen, as they begin those final years of formation, she brings them here over the summer for a day, for an orientation. And I get the privilege to spend about 20 or 30 minutes with them and their families right at the beginning. And I offer to them the secret to how it is they're going to navigate their experience here to get them across the finish line. And I tell them it's really pretty easy. There's 3 words. And if they inculcate these 3 words, they're going to make it. And the way I set this up is I think, Tim Collins thinks, the world is sorted out with people in one of 2 camps. All of us, all of you. You're either in the camp that falls down and stays down, or you're in the camp that falls down and gets back up. Everyone must choose to get back up. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you've studied, how hard you've tried, whatever you think should have been your way, didn't go your way, and they have to choose to get back up. And that is only part of the story, because all that simply does is it gets them to stand up and look around, but now the question is, now what? And so here we are at the university, we're standing behind them, we're there to support them, to point them in the right direction, but now we have to walk all the way around and stand in front of them to show them what success looks like, to show them what to do now. That too is 3 simple words. So in 1894, there's a 16-year-old kid on his way home from school in Harrow, England, and he's got his report card in his hand with a letter from his rhetoric teacher. And he gets home and his parents read it, and it says, "A conspicuous lack of success." Well, that student rejected that rejection and went on to become one of the most prolific speakers of the 20th century by the name of Winston Churchill. In 1902, a 28-year-old receives in the post a package of 28 poems that he had submitted for publication. And on the top is a cover letter from the editor of the Atlantic Monthly Poetry. And it says, "Our magazine has no room for such vigorous verse." Well, Robert Frost rejected that rejection, and he went on to become one of the most prolific writers we've known. In 1905, at the University of Bern, a young physics student has his dissertation rejected, dismissed for fanciful, and irrelevant ideas. Well, Albert Einstein went on to spend the rest of his life proving, showing, demonstrating that some of his fanciful ideas actually had merit. He rejected that rejection. And that is the rest of the story, of the stories that we're going to hear tonight. For these 6 amazing alumni, not only did they get back up, but they rejected the rejections along the way. All of us have them. And so it is through your stories that we're able to come and stand before our students and show them this is what it looks like. This is what it means to serve. This is what it means to help others. And so tonight is indeed special because we have an opportunity to reflect on that. And I want you to know that your university is so proud of the 6 of you. I'm proud of the 6 of you. You model for all of us what it really means that, you're not finished just because you're defeated. You're finished if you quit. Don't quit. And our students today, they need to hear that. They need to see that. Our students today that have come here, that are coming here today, that are students here today, they've been leading a little bit softer life. And in many ways, the culture is trying to convince them that, hey, pain, sacrifice, that's not in the cards. It is in the cards. That's the real world. And so we are thankful for each one of you for helping us to help them. So you need to know that the impact that you have, not just in your families, not just in your communities, not just in your workplace, but it reaches all the way back here to North Canton, Ohio, and your Catholic University. And we couldn't do what we do without you. And these stories are good reminders for all of us that have given our life's work to this, why we do this. And we need those reminders. And there's nothing better than the stories we're going to hear tonight to remind us just how good Walsh University has always been and the promise it holds for all of America tomorrow. Swords up!